This is Ed from Ed Travels, and I really didn't plan on making this video today, but I felt as though I had to. With all of this, you know, quote unquote controversy going on about passport bros and angry women back in the West, and back and forth between foreign women because now they've drawn them into the fight. It's getting to be pretty nasty war words, and it's gotten really personal. And I'll let you guess who took it down that road. But this video is to all the brothers out there and anybody who really is wondering the real reason why more and more men are leaving the U.S. seeking a wife or partner. And even more than that, they're seeking love, appreciation, and respect. My girl literally cooks for me every day. Not just once, sometimes up to 3 times a day. She'll cook. She has her money, goes to the market, and she cooks, which is great for me because I eat healthy every day. But the last couple of days, she hasn't been feeling well. She has a couple little issues, and she hasn't been feeling well. And this morning, she said, because she usually makes me breakfast. This morning, she said, "Baby, I'm sorry. I just don't feel well. I can't go downstairs and get your coffee for you." I said, "Look, you lay there, you rest. I'll get it myself." Went downstairs, got my coffee, made my breakfast, whatever. Because my grandmother always taught me to cook and take care of myself, because she said, "I never want you to rely on a woman for that." Well, she continued to feel bad the rest of the day, and I just told her, "Look, relax." I got her a pillow, set her up up in my office so she could be close to me, and I could keep an eye on her. And as I noticed she wasn't feeling well, I called a friend of mine that I play golf with here, Kamai guy. He's a doctor. And yes, they do still do house calls here. And he came and he checked on and said, "Hey, listen, you know, this is what's going on with her. Here you really don't need a prescription for a lot of medication." I was able to run out to the pharmacy, get her what she needed, and now she's downstairs resting. So I went downstairs a few minutes ago to check on her, and she literally had tears in her eyes saying, "Baby, I'm so sorry that I'm letting you down because I can't cook you dinner tonight." And one of her older daughters came in and said, "Papa, I'm on my way to the market because mom's not feeling well, and I'm going to make sure that you get your food today. Since mom is not really up to it, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that you eat today." And I was like, "Look, I'm fine. I can order out or I can cook myself or whatever." And they were like, "No, no, no, that's what we do." And it really made me think. You wonder why men leave when you got a woman that's able-bodied that refuses to cook for her man. She says that she believes in God, but still won't follow the words that are in the Bible that she professes to believe in. See, because, and I did go to the seminary. I got a degree in religious studies, that a woman submits herself to a man that's worthy of being submitted to. A man submits himself to God, therefore a woman submits herself to a man that's worthy of being submitted to. And that man loves and respects that woman and takes her counsel. So all these independent women that thinks it's beneath them to cook. Here is a woman who clearly doesn't feel well, that is almost in tears because she can't cook for her man. And you wonder why we leave. You wonder why we leave all that arguing and all of that, I got to be right. You wonder why. You wonder why I made a bed for her so she could be in the room with me as I work today, because I wanted to keep an eye on her. See, last year, and I want y'all to know the real story of why this is so emotional for me. Last year, around this time, I got really, really sick. I mean, really sick. I was in the hospital here, myriad of things. And due to the fact that I'm a disabled vet, I get care at the Veterans Hospital. And I just wasn't getting the care that I needed here in Cambodia. This woman, even though I had my own money, this woman came in and handed me $1,000 and said, baby, we're going to make sure that you get on a flight back to the States. I'm going to miss you, but I'm going to make sure that you get on the flight, because, baby, if you stay here, it's not going to end up good for you. I need you to go back to the States and get the care you need. And I made it back to the States, and long story short, it was touch and go for a while. And it took me 8 months to recover before I could fly back here. And I still have to go back for follow-ups. Her and her daughter sat there with me, pushed me around in a wheelchair, changed my oxygen bottles because I couldn't even, it was hard for me to breathe. They waited on me hand and foot. Not just her, but her and her daughters and her family waited on me and was so unselfish that we need you. You're the head of this house. I don't want to lose you. So I'd rather you fly back 9,000 miles and be away from me for almost a year, as long as you get better and you come back better to me. So who the hell am I not to do everything in my power to make sure that everything she needs is taken care of? Because that's what two people do. When you're in that relationship and the pillar of life, both of you are holding up the pillar of life. And when the pillar of life gets too heavy for her, it's time for me to pick up the slack and vice versa. It's about being unselfish and selfless, and not just thinking about what's good for you and what you need. No, it's not about going around and tricking, because see, when you don't have a real argument, you just come up with some BS, and that goes to men and women. Because you're tricking in the States. You're tricking in the ATL. You're tricking in Miami. You're tricking in Vegas. You know, you ain't got to spend over $1,000 for a ticket to go get some, behind. You don't have to do that. They're doing it there. I'm here because this is where my heart is. I'm here because this is where I get love, respect, appreciation. When I'm sitting there looking at her and she's not feeling well, but she's crying because she feels bad that she can't get up and do something as simple as cook a meal. And I got to damn near get somebody at gunpoint in the U.S. to do something as simple as cook something. So while all of you, both men and women, are hating on brothers for leaving, this is why. This is why we go. This is why I work hard and took my money and my resources and brought it here, so I can spend it on someone that deserves it, because a lot of you don't. And the longer that this whole little back and forth crap goes on, with these angry women going off on men and women and all that, you're showing how truly unhappy and miserable you are. Because for the life of me, I can't understand how you call me dusty, crusty, no good, broke, all the little insults that your little feeble, evil, vile mind can come up with. But you steady posting videos. I even saw a video today where a sister said it was her girl power that's forcing black men away so she can be happy. Are you serious? Brothers, men, go where you're loved and respected, and to hell to what other people say. Good night.